Alright, we have a lot to go over today. A trailer released today. Some We have some drama and some new characters to be revealed. Okay, so let's start with the drama. It's pretty old, but let's do it. Okay, so it started with this image. Okay, and it said catch us at the NYCC 2024, and they would give one of these buttons every day. So this is chapter one, on given on the first day. This one, the Huggy Wuggy. Mummy Long Legs was given on the second day, and on the third day, Catnap. On the fourth day would be this, okay, which is the chapter four monster, right? So then on that day, they sent this image, okay, just this, and everyone was getting very hyped, and then they sent this, okay, and a lot of people got very 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 mad. um okay, yep, so this was revealed. So yeah, that's cool, and I got very mad, but it's okay, it's okay. So then let's start with the new characters. Okay, so in the Puppy Playtime ARG that I covered in the last video, a little bit of it I think. Did I? I don't remember. But anyway, there was a lot going on. I'm not gonna go into details of the commands and stuff we had to do, but there we found this. We found an image. Okay, and after decoding, we got this. Okay, this monster. Okay, so we don't know what it is, but this is a colored version. Okay, so we don't exactly know what it's called, but people are calling it Pianosaurus because here it says this toy is likely named Pianosaurus according to fans guessing the name of this creature on the Poppy Playtime Discord server and then being temporarily banned because the information was a leak. Okay, I can't put up the exact image because I can't find it, but yes, this character is coming in chapter 4. I don't really know what it is, but yeah, there's not really much about it, right? So yeah, it's most likely going to be called Pianosaurus, but I don't know what to call it right now. So yeah, then we have Yarnaby, okay, which is its image has been revealed, okay. So this is um, yeah, obviously very 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 scary. This was the original image that was sent yesterday at yes, okay, this that was sent yesterday, and this is this is the wiki page. So not really much about it we know. It's just that we know the humanist Quinn Davidson. Because of these. Okay, I'm gonna write it here. Okay, so here we have um, these five letters. Okay, three of them were found in the ARG, and two of them were found in kind of like a scavenger hunt kind of thingy. Okay, I'm not gonna go full in on it, but someone found um, some coordinates in a leak, and someone actually went to one of those coordinates. Okay, and found a little box with a Huggy Wuggy plush. Sheep Rampage found it, by the way. So yeah, you should totally watch that. But anyway, so he found a box with a Huggy Wuggy plush in it covered in yarn, and something weird is going on. So he opened it and found two notes, this and this. Okay, so let's start with this one. Okay, let's go otherwise. So subject name Quinn Davidson, proctor name Matteo Latha, assigned toy Yanavi. Performance one. Uh, Performance on musical memory was 3. Results: several mistakes but finished with roughly par time. Wakawagi. Performance 2. Quinn's awareness and response time leaves a lot to be desired. Frequently missed their target. Statues 3. Completed the obstacle course within expected time but lost once and was instructed to restart. So we can see he was just an average child, right? So why would he be chosen to be Yanabi is the question, right? So now we have this, okay. Um, Dr. Sawyer, one of actually I think he was the one who started the Bigger Bodies initiative, basically an initiative for the bigger bodies of the factory. I'm not gonna go on that, but here, Quinn, might I ask what you're doing? Making my toys prettier, Dr. Sawyer, and you think they'd be prettier without heads? I think so. Their heads get in the way of their bodies. I see. I'm sure this is no surprise to you, Quinn, but your council are concerned. They perceive your behavior, what you're doing right now, to be troublesome. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you agree with the assessment? I didn't know that word. I just want to make things prettier. Yes, don't we all? You want to know what I think, Quinn? What's that? I think you hold a lot of your. I think you hold back a lot of yourself. I think you mess up to make others have lesser expectations of you. And I think this, your behavior, is just a result of seeing the world a little differently. There's nothing wrong with that. I think you're smart, I think you're capable, and I think in your next test you'll give all of yourself to achieve a good result. Do you know why? Why? Because I see you, and not the version of you of you others want to. I see the real Quinn Davidson, and believe me this, I want the same prettier world you see. Dr. Sawyer. So next week, when you have another go at the game station, I'll be watching, and I want to see all of the real Quinn on display. Do you have a deal? Okay, good. Don't disappoint me. So obviously here we see Dr. Sawyer talk to Quinn about his average results, and he said that I know you could do better. So for some reason he's holding back on himself. So he said he's gonna do the best he can on the next test. So here is the next one. It's very hard to read. It said it's okay. So I'm just gonna read it. Quinn Davidson, Proctor name, H. Sawyer, Harley Sawyer, obviously, and assigned to Yanavi. Musical memory 1. It's kind of hard to read. So I won't be able, I'm not able to read that. So I'm sorry, all. So I'm gonna just tell the scores. So on musical memory, it's 1. On Wack Wuggy, 4. Yeah, I still can't read it. Okay, and statues. I think it's 5 or is that 4? I can't really tell. And also I can't really read that. So yeah. Oh, here's a note. Can't find 116's dang files. IT needs to get more organized. We need some sort of recover command. That was a hint in the ARG. So next we have did I miss something? Okay, so also one more thing we have to notice here is he thought by removing and switching the heads of bodies they would be prettier. There's something when I don't know how that'll reflect on his bigger body, but we have to see in that chapter or maybe in the trailer. Who knows? So let's go to prisoner profile. Okay, characteristic for the early TK. What? 1166 demonstrates an acute lack of higher cognitive function. Complex reasoning, speed, problem solving, and greater introspection all appear either severely limited or altogether non functional. Basically, it's what it needs to be strong, agile, swift. And yet, hoped for a greater mind behind it. However, 1166 displays. Also, by the way, we know 1166 is Yanabi. Okay. This just talks about some not really any important stuff, but let's go to the conclusion. Okay, I'm gonna isolate it. It'll have contact with no one. But wait a minute. Okay, I actually do have to read the top. Okay, there's some important stuff. However, 1166 displays an odd sense of loyalty to a select few security staff who nauseatingly blah 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 blah. Okay, so what we can see from behavior is that he's not very smart, but he's very strong. Physically, he's very strong, agile, swift, whatever, right? And he displays a sense of loyalties to a few staff. So here's the conclusion. I'm going to isolate it. It'll have contact with no one but me. Considering my importance to the project, it'll doubtly. I don't know what it says, but important that in I'm properly protected at all times. And besides, I might get a good laugh or two at the pathetic little sounds it makes. By the time I'm done with it, it'll be I'll be its entire world. It'll know nothing else. Dr. Sawyer. Signed by Dr. Holly Sawyer. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So, on to the next one. This is the last one. Okay. Weekly checkup on after the bigger body. So, let's summarize this. So, we also see here his assigned position is none of these. It's spending. I don't know what spending for, but yeah. So we see it's strong and it's physically strong, but mentally it is not, and it displays loyalty like a dog to select stuff. So Holly Sawyer says he wants to be since he's pretty important in this project. He says um he will be basically its master, I guess. So that's one thing to note on this, on the prisoner profile. Now next one, weekly checkup. Okay. Observation. This report will ultimately serve as an echo of those prior. I report no change in the subject. He eats little, lazes about in a cell, and performs substandard on all physical tests. The removal of his master, that is Hal Sawyer, 1166 appears lost. Despite Sawyer's apathy, the subject formed an attachment of sorts, without whatever sense of comfort or stability that brought him. His motivation has sapped. He sits, stares, listens, and only. Okay, this is a pretty important line. Only acts with aggression whenever I approach him. So that sounds a little weird, right? It really just doesn't anymore, right? So that sounds a little weird. Why would he want him to act aggressively? But with the tone of what he's saying, it sounds like he wants him to act aggressive because he says he only acts with aggression whenever I, as in whoever is writing this, Dr. Cormier McCabe, I think that is. So that's weird, as if they want him to be, um, you know, aggressive. So, conclusion: the mind of an animal does not process grief in the same ways as people. If a dog's master dies, it waits around at the same places and wanders where the scent is strong, thinking someday its master has to return. A hole forms in their life, and without higher processing, they must walk around it forever, or simply allow themselves to fall in. But 1166 is not fully an animal, even if his mannerisms and behavioral characteristics suggest as much. Sorry, whatever boy is there deep inside. I think he's scared, broken down by isolation over too long a time for us to salvage much from what's still there. He was designed for one purpose and one purpose only. A design made flawed by paranoia and ego. In that, he's a failure by design. Someone above my pay grade can decide what to do with him. For now, he can sulk and spend his days wishing for a master that I guarantee you didn't care for him at all. Signature Dr. Carmeyer McCabe, I think it says. And there it's stamped with the same logo I was talking about in the last video. This weird kind of thing, and I have a theory on what it could be.